Hey y'all. So I decided to do a little bit of vlogging. I'm actually vlogging on my phone and I have a camera, but I just don't have time to do all that work. Anyway, so I am moving. I actually don't move until officially out of this apartment till like late April, but I move into my new apartment on Tuesday. So and I need that, honestly. I need that little 1 month. Actually, it's been like basically 2 months because I be working and I don't have time to do all that in 2 days. Like, it's just not gonna work for me. So yeah, so I'm good. Basically gonna, because I'm moving literally up the street. So I really love that apartment. It's really nice, and I like being in the suburbs personally. I'm just never gonna be a city girl. I try to look at apartments in the city, and I just hate them. It's one, the city stinks. It's dirty. The potholes are egregious. The prices are just ridiculous, and like they're calling them luxury. I went to go tour with my friend because one of the apartments I wanted to live at, which is the Atelier here in Dallas. And the thing about it is, a lot of people at my job they live there. So I was like, let me just go check it out because I'm like, they do have some nice apartments. First off, when I went there, I had scheduled an appointment because I went on my lunch break with my friend because my friend works at the same firm as me. Anyways, I go on my lunch break. Mind you, I don't have that much time. They're late. They're like 20 minutes late. So we're sitting in the lobby. We start looking at the carpet and stuff. It's dirty in the lobby. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So then we finally, the guy, the person who's supposed to give us the tour, he finally shows up. And so he's showing us the apartments. And so he gets us into one apartment and it smells like cat piss as soon as you hit the door. And so my friend's like, it smells like cat piss in here. I was like, yeah, it definitely smells like that. He's like, oh, I don't smell anything. Yeah, you definitely smell that shit. Then we're walking in and I'm like, is that drawers in the dryer? Like, so I open up the thing and it's like dirty mop cloths. And I was so turned off by that apartment. And the thing about it is I just knew that was going to be my apartment. I just knew. I was like, yeah, this is the one, God. No. Anyways, and I had just went to this apartment on a whim, and yeah, it ended up being my apartment. So yeah, but I just can't do downtown. I do love the suburbs, and then I'll still be close to the lake, so I can still walk. I won't have my lake view, of course, but I have a much bigger space, and I have a lot of natural sunlight, a lot more windows, so I really like it. Yeah, I went out yesterday for St. Patty's Day, which was really nice. I had a great time. So first we went to the parade. Mind you, we had to pay $20 to access the street, which was crazy because last year we didn't pay at all. Anyways, so we go to the parade and no shade, no tea to like my white followers. I fuck with white people, but it was a lot of white people out. Like, it was crazy because last year was filled with black people. So me and my friend were like, where the white people at? So we ended up leaving and we went to Deep Ellum. So we went to, what is that place called? Sports club, sports center, something like that. We went to sports club and that was the time. Okay, we found the black people. Then we just went up and down Deep Ellum. We went to Canvas. We went to this place called Dada's, which was actually really nice. We went to a couple places, and baby, okay, your girl is single. Okay, I am single. Not that not that I have been in a relationship. The last relationship I was with the devil himself. Oh, I don't know if I even told y'all about Harvard. I call him Harvard because he went to Harvard Law School, and that was his whole identity. So I always call him Harvard. I won't say his name. I won't say his name. Anyway, so I haven't been in a relationship since Harvard, but I have talked to people like seriously. And yeah, but I was single and your girl was getting chose, of course. Okay, I was looking really cute. Like, I had my lashes on. I was like, I had a cute outfit on for the St. Patty's Day, y'all. And yeah, okay, so there was a couple of contenders. There's this one guy who works at Morgan Stanley. He's tall, he's dark skinned, he's like African, I think. There was this other guy. He was like short and Spanish, but he had a nice vibe. I liked him. There was another guy. He was in the military, and he was like 35. He was really cute, and he had a nice body. And he was tall too. He was like 6'1" maybe. There was another guy too. There was a lot of guys. There was this one annoying guy who would not leave me alone, and he just was like a gnat in my ear. Anyways, so there's a couple of options, and I'm super excited about that. Well, I want to say I'm super excited, but you know, we finna be outside. We finna be outside because we haven't been outside in a minute. So we had a great time because I went with my friend Ariel. So we was outside. We had a great time. So we did that. What else can I update y'all on? I mean, I just been working like crazy. Oh, I mean, I think I put it on my shorts, but your girl got promoted. I'm a VP and I'm a chief of staff to the CRO. Mind you, I made chief of staff to the CRO as an associate. Okay, so which most chief of staffs are like 10, 15 years. They're like, I would say they're pretty like senior VPs. So for me to make that as associate is, you know, a future CEO, baby. Okay, I keep telling people don't listen to me when I say I'm gonna be a future CEO. They don't listen. Okay, but God listens. Okay, that's all that he needs to know. I be practicing when I'm gonna be giving my interviews to God, okay, when I become a CEO. I don't know if y'all remember, but Kanye West was like, I was practicing my Grammy speeches in the mirror. Okay, that's how I feel. I've been practicing when I'm gonna be a CEO. Okay, y'all just ain't never seen it. But we gonna document the journey. I'm trying to get back into vlogging because I really do want to document this journey when I become a CEO of a Fortune 100. Not just any CEO, but a CEO of a Fortune 100. So look out for that. Anyways, yeah, so work has actually been really challenging this year. I usually pride myself on being like the best, okay? And I was the best, obviously, which is why they made me chief of staff to the CRO. But, you know, this has actually been incredibly challenging. If I was just doing my normal job as like a regular baby VP like everybody else, I would have been like smooth selling. But you know, God has to give you the level up. He's got to give you the challenges, okay? So, and I got like analysts, I got reports and stuff. So, you know, we doing it big here. Anyway, so that's work. That's good. Your girl making some money, okay? The bonus was tea. I got a $30,000 bonus, y'all, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. And that's when I was an associate. I made VP. So, you know, VPs get like 50K plus. I'm like, it's crazy and it's so surreal because I used to work at Whataburger and I used to tell niggas, I'm getting an office job, okay? And now your girl's making 30,000 bonuses. Like, get out of here. You see it. Like, that's crazy. I'm like, God is so good. And I get to do what I love, mind you. Amazing. So that's work. Yeah, I honestly just feel like I'm super excited with this move. This is like the biggest thing for me. As if anybody's been watching me for a while, you guys know I've been in this apartment for damn near 6 years. Like, I have went through my 5-year relationship in this apartment. I went through my relationship with Harvard in this apartment. I had so many heartbreaks here. I've had joys. I had wins. I've gotten promoted here. I've quit my job, other jobs here. I got new jobs here. Like, I've grieved. I've lost. I've celebrated. I mean, I have had every emotion in this apartment and I've been here for so long and I still love my apartment. You know what I mean? I love the lake view. I still love the vibe and stuff, but it just was really time for me to leave. And then my neighbor started pissing me off, y'all. I've been getting into it with my neighbor. Y'all know I don't play. I was like, look, I don't care if you a man. We finna tussle. Cause he, like, this is no shade, but like, no shade to people who deal with weight issues, but his fat ass be killing me. He be stomping on and the thing is, I've lived here for so long and I've never heard any of my neighbors. The most I ever heard was a vacuum cleaner go across the floor. Why am I hearing you stomp continuously? It pisses me off. And I honestly think the reason why he had to move in, because he just moved in like literally the late tail end of last year, is because God wanted me to move. Anyways, and so the point of the matter is, this apartment, I've had so many experiences and it has so much energy in it. It doesn't matter, you know, if I sage or I do, what is it called? Palo Santo wood. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just, it's filled with a lot of energy. And when I go into my new apartment, it's like an energetic high. I don't know how to explain it. It is so clear in that apartment. No one's lived there and it's so clear. It just feels like I got high because every time I go in there, I'm like, wow. And it makes me realize how heavy this apartment is when I go into my new apartment. So And, you know, you guys know I love astrology and numerology, and I'm into the heebie-jeebies. But this apartment, the home numerology is a 4, so it reduces down to a 4, and 4 is all about standards and routine, and really just growing and work and having more structure and stability. And this, you know, this home really took me through that. I had a lot of structure, I had a lot of routines and a lot of stability. And it's crazy because I've been more psychic lately, which brings me into my other point. I wanted to get closer to God and just increase my spirituality. I've always been an empath, so I can feel people's emotions. But, you know, I've never, and I would have dreams sometimes that would be kind of predictions of the future, but it wasn't strong. You know, I wasn't able to really tap into it. But lately I've been having a lot of psychic dreams. I'll tell my friends what's about to happen to them, and they'll be like, okay. And then it'll happen to them. And I'd be like, and I just be reading people's energy. It's crazy. And so, you know, I've had a lot of gratitude. And I want to tell y'all this story. So, I have like new neighbors. My neighbors, and that's another reason why I gotta move, because my neighbors are really crazy. So I have this neighbor with a Mustang, right? And he drives this Mustang. He loves this Mustang. You can tell he loves this Mustang. And every time I would walk past this guy's Mustang, I would get angry. I was like, I hate that this guy has this Mustang. I said, I should key his Mustang. That's what I thought. I thought, what an odd thought. Because I'm not even a car person, y'all. I literally drive a Hyundai Accent. That is the same. I had a Hyundai Accent, I think it was a 2009. I had a 2009 Hyundai Accent through college and through like my first 3 years as an adult. And then I went and got the same car after I graduated college. And I just drive, I don't care about cars. Like when people are like, oh, I need a Mercedes-Benz, I don't care about a car. So when I kept walking past his car, I was like, I don't know why I want to key his Mustang. Like, what the hell? That's such a weird thing. Like, what a weird thought for me. Because I've never experienced envy. Of course, most people have experienced jealousy, like whether that's benign or extreme. Usually mine is benign, and it's usually with love. But I've never experienced envy. So I just thought, what an odd thought, and I didn't think anything of about it. 3 days later, somebody puts a note on the door, and it says, to the guy with the Mustang, you think you're so cool, revving your engine, you're not cool, the whole apartment complex hates you, like a whole long thing. And then the guy with the Mustang, he responds to the letter. And I was like, wow, you know what's crazy? I was going by and I was feeling my neighbor's energy. Every time he walked past that car, whoever wrote, and I think it's the neighbor, because if you go out my door, there's an apartment right by the door to get to the parking lot. And so I think every time I was going past that apartment, I was feeling his energy, feeling the neighbor's energy every time he would go past and see his Mustang, because the guy would park his Mustang literally right outside the thing. And I was like, wow, that is so crazy how energy feels. And the craziest thing is before I had that realization that I was feeling my neighbor's energy, I had this dream because I had told my friend, I was like, hey, I think you're gonna get proposed to, because I had a dream about it. And anyway, so I had another dream. So anyways, in my dream, she was like, how did you know I was gonna get proposed to? And so I was telling her, I was like, hey, look, like, it's like I just become the person. And so I grabbed her hands and I was like, it's like your hands become mine. And then her hands started to morph into my hands. And then she turned into someone else and they started to morph into me. And I woke up and I was so freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I gotta move my hands. And I think that was the dream telling me that I was getting more intuitive and I was actually picking up on people's energy, and I need to be more cautious of being able to discern what's my energy versus other people's energy, because I really am feeling and thinking their thoughts. Because I was like, why would I care to key his car? I don't want to key his car. I don't even care about a car. I'm like, imagine being envious because somebody has a Mustang. I thought that was the craziest thing. Like, people are a trip. Anyway, so I've just gotten incredibly like spiritually strong, and it's crazy because I told God I want to be closer to him and I wanted to get stronger in my spirituality and especially tap in. And it's just crazy because it's so possible, because I always went to a psychic and I always thought that was just something that you were just blessed with, but you can really get intuitively like powerful and have that psychic sense if you just clear your energy. So anyways, so I've just gotten really spiritually strong, and that's been amazing. It's been amazing to like dream about psychic events and my friends confirm like, hey, you were right, da da da. I'm like, wow, look at me. Who'd have thought I'd be here? Not me. So yeah, this is a 15-minute video, but I wanted to come on here and yap. I'm definitely gonna be trying to vlog more and get back to talking to you guys more. I know I really just do shorts, and a lot of people have told me that my content has become very shallow. So I do want to get back to talking to y'all, and yeah, just taking y'all on the journey of life. Okay, I know I don't have a lot of followers, and that's okay. That's fine. I actually really like kind of being more low key and just having, you know, a really tight knit community. And I feel like YouTube is a place where you can really be transparent and vulnerable more than other platforms. So yeah, I really want to bring back kind of old school, like old school IG, old school YouTube. I don't be on Twitter, so, or X, whatever they call it now. But yeah, we got to get back to being human, okay? We are all human on here, and we should be able to express ourselves. So yeah, hopefully you guys watch this and subscribe and listen to it. If not, oh well, at least I'll talk to myself and I can look at this as a video diary. But yeah, stay tuned for the next vlog. I don't know when that'll be, but maybe I should try to do weekly or like bi-weekly. But yeah, toodaloo guys, bye.